Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. I'm IWN, and we are live for AEW Dynamite. We're live for the AEW Dynamite August 3rd, 2022 review. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, join the chat. Invite your brothers, sisters, your subscribers, or whoever you have to join the chat. This is going to be a typical, good, normal, solid review. It's not going to be no trash talking kind of review. You know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit quick. It's not going to be that fast. It's not going to be slow either. Honestly, this week's episode of AEW Dynamite was really good. Adam Cole and the Red Dragons turned on the Young Bucks. The Jungle Boy Christian cage feud continues. And plus, Chris Jericho finally gets his shot at the Interim AEW World Championship. You know, Jon Moxley is currently the AEW Interim World Champion. So, I guess we're going to be getting Jon Moxley defending his AEW Interim World Championship versus Chris Jericho at AEW All Out. I'm guessing we're getting it at the AEW All Out pay-per-view. That's my guess. I don't know. We're going to go over all of that, plus the match between Thunderstorm, known as Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm, and the team of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, as well as Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. We're going to go over it all here on the IWN YouTube channel, but before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel and want to see more reviews like this, and want me to do more reviews like this on the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 400 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button at this time and hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up. Your thumbs up helps out the channel, helps me out, helps out the live streams. Your support for the channel, most importantly, your support for the channel helps out in a lot of ways possible. Also, here's a reminder here on the screen. My SmackDown August the 5th, 2022 live stream watch along will be live this Friday night starting at 7:30 p.m. The stream will start at 7:50 p.m. So make sure everybody is there, and I want all my moderators there as well. I would appreciate it. It's great to see both of my moderators in the live chat. Shout outs to my moderators, Madison and Hassan. They've always been in my live chats, monitoring the live chat every week, making sure there's no negativity in the comments. Because if there are, I'm going to ask that moderator to remove that person that's commenting the negativity in the live chat out of my fucking live chat. In other words, I'm going to tell my moderator to get that geek out of my chat if I see any negative, inappropriate comments in my chat, period. Or they're going to get reported to YouTube. And they may just even get blocked. Now, we're going to go ahead and get on with the AEW Dynamite August 3rd, 2022 review here. So, AEW Dynamite pretty much kicked off with Orange Cassidy versus Jay Lethal. So, we're going to go ahead and start from there. So, Friday night, Orange Cassidy teamed with Best Friends to defeat Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and Sanjay Dutt Wednesday night on Dynamite. Freshly Squeezed looked to make it 2-0 as he squared off with Jay Lethal in one-on-one competition. Cassidy frustrated Lethal early, but a cerebral setup culminating with a distraction caused by Satnam Singh allowed the heel to turn the tide in his favor. And folks, I have my mic on this time. I didn't screw up this time. So you should be giving me a round of applause. Just saying. He targeted the leg of his opponent, driving it into the ring steps and working it over during the commercial break. So freshly squeezed, mounted a comeback with Stun Dog, Millionaire, and added a diving DDT for 2. But unfortunately, his knee failed him on 2 different occasions, leading to a lethal injection and a victory for the heel. So after the match, Lethal called out Wardlow, and the TNT champion rushed to the ring, sending the victor, Dutt and Singh, scoring to the floor. The match and everything that followed was merely a setup for Wardlow versus Lethal at Battle of the Belts 3. And while the later is a great in-ring performer who can work with Wardlow to further develop the big man's in-ring game, it came at the expense of a red-hot Cassidy. You know what? Something tells me we're getting the interim world championship match at Battle of the Belts 3. So it'll be Jon Moxley defending his interim world championship against Chris Jericho at Battle of the Belts 3. I thought it was going to be at All Out, but I guess not. I guess Battle of the Belts 3 is the next AEW pay-per-view going forward. The laid-back babyface has been delivering his best work of late and did so again here, even breaking character to really put over how damaged his knee was. He is infinitely more interesting and over than Lethal. This feels like a booking misstep that could have been prevented by pulling Lethal in there with someone else. Basically, Tony Schiavone revealed early that this was the first one-on-one meeting between Cassidy and Lethal. Lethal took his time crawling up the ramp, even getting Cassidy to inhabit some emotion, before revealing it was a ploy to bring about the emergence of Singh from the locker room. Trent Beretta and Chuck Taylor entered the arena. The former, the member of Best Friends, one of the members of Best Friends, on the shoulders of the later in an attempt to equal Singh's height. Get him off Christ, Cassidy screamed as his opponent continued to focus his attack on his knee beyond the rope break. Basically, Cassidy screamed, and this is how I think he said it: "Get him off, Christ!" That's what Cassidy screamed, basically. I think you guys get it. So we got the Undisputed Elite. They returned for the first time since prior to AEW in New Japan Pro Wrestling Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Adam Cole, baby, cut a promo in which he revealed he is still not cleared to wrestle, nor is Kyle O'Reilly. He also said they would look to find the fix to their recent failures and talked up the importance of loyalty, which brought him to the Young Bucks. If they are not going to select Bobby Fish as their partner, then they cannot participate in the upcoming tournament for the Trios Championship, he said. What I meant to say is that you two won't be physical. You two won't be physically capable of doing the tournament. That's what Adam Cole said. And then he said, before the Trios attacked and beat down the Bucks, hey man, Page made the save and accepted a handshake from his former friends, seemingly reuniting the Hung Bucks. Now, I've never heard of this faction name, this team named the Hung Bucks. We'll see what Adam Heyman Page can do in the ring with the Young Bucks going forward. So I'm guessing we're getting a Adam Cole, Red Dragons. I guess we're getting an Undisputed Era Hung Bucks feud going forward. Man, this looks like this is going to be one of the best feuds in AEW history. Let's hope so. But nonetheless, this was a really, really, really good angle. It immediately set up a high-profile trios feud that will be among the most hotly anticipated matches the promotion have at its disposal, which I agree. If it's at its disposal, then yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. I would like to see a 3-on-3 men's tag match between the Hung Bucks and the Undisputed Era. They should defiantly go with this match for Battle of the Belts 3. I think that's the way to go about it. I really do. Absolutely. Now, the handshake will not quite Mega Powers level, was still long awaited and generated exactly the type of pop you would hope from such a reunion of friends. Now, the AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley cut a promo. He cut one of the best promos of his career, in which he said, "It does not matter who wins between Wheeler Yuta and Chris Jericho in the main event, because they both knew him and both knew that he will fight, scratch, and claw to remain his title, to basically retain his title." I don't see Chris Jericho winning the interim world championship. I'm just saying I could see Jon Moxley easily retaining the interim world championship over Chris Jericho. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I just don't see Chris Jericho winning. I don't think it makes sense for Chris Jericho to win a title. He may not. I don't know. We'll see. So after Jon Moxley's promo, and after the promo cut from Adam Cole, baby, we got Thunderstorm. We got the team of Thunderstorm. So we basically got Thunder, Rosa, and Toni Storm. They are known as Thunderstorm. I guess that's a tag. I guess that's a women's tag team now. I don't know. I don't know if they're still unveiling the AEW women's tag team titles or not. A lot of people are saying they don't want to see the AEW women's tag team titles on TV, and a lot of people are saying that they want to see the AEW women's tag team titles on TV. I don't know. We'll have to see going forward. Have to see what Tony Khan has planned. We know the AEW Trios titles are going to be introduced soon. So, anyhow, Thunderstorm's Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm sought to continue their early dominance as Team Wednesday Night. To do so, the AEW World Women's Champion and her Aussie tag partner would have to defeat the devious, dangerous duo of Britt Baker, DMD, and Jamie Hayter. All four of these female talents that I'm looking at on screen are some of my favorite AEW female stars on AEW women's roster right now. They have the greatest AEW women's roster in all of professional wrestling. Not the best, but the greatest. I mean, if you look at that women's roster, they got not Cora Jade, but they got Jade Cargill. That's what I'm trying to say. If you legitimately look at that AEW women's roster, guys, for real, they got Cora Jade, the Body, Layla Hirsch, Chris Statlander, Red Velvet, Kiera Hogan, DeMonte. They have Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, Rebuild, as you guys can see, they're on the screen because I'm looking right at them. You got What else they got? Who else they got on the women's roster? I'm trying to think. They did have Penelope, but she's on maternity leave, I think, because she got pregnant. I think her and Kip Sabian got married. I think she simply got pregnant. I'm not sure. Got Sky Blue, Anna Jay, Tenora Conti, Kayla Rosie. They got Kayla Rosie on there. You got the Renegade Twins. Well, we did have Colin Kane and Vervaxton, but I'm guessing they're in other women's promotions right now. They're still considered on the AEW women's roster, in my honest opinion. You got Yuka Zakazaki, Emi Sakura. Oh, God. I hate her theme music. Her theme music is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Nyla Rose, Marina Shafir. You got Haru Shida, Willow Nightingale. You got all these women on that roster. They're doing great. The AEW women's division is stacked. They're doing absolutely great with that division, and I hope they keep on doing great with that division going forward. Same with the AEW men's division. Now that Triple H is in charge over on WWE, even though this is not the WWE review, WWE shows are starting to get better. Clearly, you saw change at SummerSlam when Bayley, Io Shirai, and Dakota Kai made the return. If that's not changed to you, then something's wrong with your brain. Edge turning babyface was changed. Ronda Rousey turning heel was changed. Becky Lynch turning face was changed. Ali being in the match against Miz and AJ Styles over on Monday Night Raw was changed. Tommaso Ciampa getting his big push on the main roster. Change. All that stuff is change right there. Change. All that stuff happening had Paul Levesque's name written all over it. I don't care what any of these negative geeks in the community got to say, man. I really don't. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, come at me with your negative comments, because you do, you're getting removed from the chat. Just you wait till guys like Cameron Grimes, Carmelo Hayes, and Santos Escobar get called up. These rosters are going to look even more great. I can't wait for Nikita Lyon to get called up because I want to see what she can do. I want to see her. I want to see her and Ronda Rousey. I want to see a match between Nikita and Ronda Rousey. So I can be saying Ronda Rousey all day. Even though nobody wants to see Ronda Rousey on TV. Still. Hope to God that Charlotte Flair doesn't come back. She does. A lot of people that are not fans of Charlotte Flair in the community are not going to be happy. And I'm going to be one of them. But the AEW Women's Division is at an all-time high right now. And they are doing really good. And they need to keep going forward. I love this feud between Thunderstorm and the team of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. They need to keep going with this feud because I'm interested to see what's going to happen next. I'm interested to see if Thunder Rosa is actually going to turn heel and turn on Toni Storm or not. I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see if that's going to happen or not. Britt Baker may be the new AEW World Women's Champion. Then that's when we might see Thunder Rosa turn on Toni Storm. You never know. I don't know. You never know, man. You never know. But anyways, as I was saying, Thunder Rosa, Toni Storm sought to continue their early dominance as a tag team Wednesday night. To do so, the AEW Women's Champion and her Aussie tag partner would have to defeat the Devious Dangerous duo Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, accompanied by the always present Rebuild. The heels isolated Rosa early, cutting her off from her partner. A hot tag to Storm sparked a comeback, but an avalanche air raid crash by Baker drove the Fury babyface to the mat and put her on the defensive. Intense back and forth action saw Storm uncork a barrage of running hip attacks late, only to eat a short arm lariat from Hayter, who scored her biggest win to date. Man, seeing the last name Hayter makes these fans in the crowd want to be haters. Huh? Yeah, just saying. Not saying that to make people laugh, but you know me. Sometimes I'll try to make people laugh, sometimes I won't. But anyway, the commentary team put over the win and pretty much the manner in which Baker and Hayter coexist, suggesting there were obvious hints recently about decision in the ranks. Other than some side looks from the later, there had been no major developments in the disintegration of their partnership. Uh-oh. Now, you want to talk about interesting, man. You want to talk about intense. Now, that's intense. Intense as it gets. It is another one of those magnificent stories that was understated from the get-go, but will likely be intensified to support creative direction. Well, I'm sure Tony Khan has a creative direction for this fucking story rivalry feud. Because this feud is on fire right now, man, and everybody's enjoying it. And I'm one of those people that are. One of the best feuds in the women's division right now. The best. Without a doubt. But anyways, with that said, Hayter has been one of the great of the last year, more than ready to challenge Rosa for the title. If there is an intent to split Hayter and Baker, giving her an opportunity to claim the Good Doctor's title is a very, 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 very good start. Very great start, man. Very great start to Jamie Hayter's push on the AEW women's roster. 100%. Not top 1%, 100%. I like EC3. But anyway, the match itself was damn good, and the crowd in Columbus accentuated the above average action with an action-packed match that we all know could have either gone either way. Either Thunderstorm could have picked up a victory over Britt Baker or Jamie Hayter, or Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter could have picked up a victory over Thunderstorm, which we saw Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter picked up a victory over Thunderstorm. So I think that was the right call. Like Tony Khan and AEW Creative. Right call, man. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. And it probably would not be a bad thing to either revisit this or at the least book a fourth way down the road. Somewhere down the road. You never know. You want to talk about moments? That hot tag to Toni Storm was great and was enhanced by the crowd's reaction to everything the women were doing to that point. There was clear jubilation on the face of Hayter, who has not had the opportunity to score insignificant victories of this type thus far in her AEW run. This was a signature win, and hopefully the start of something special for her. Yes, I agree. I agree with what I just said. I'm going to say this again, folks. This was a signature win, and hopefully the start of something special for her. Which I believe there's going to be some special things for her going forward. I really do. I could imagine Jamie Hayter at some point turning face on Britt Baker and rebuild, getting a babyface push on the AEW women's roster. Her push as a heel is succeeding. But why not turn her face sooner rather than later? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. That's just what I'm thinking. But I mean, not really my opinion, but anyhow, Powerhouse Hobbs in action after the 2-on-2 women's tag match between Thunderstorm and the team of Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you talk about a fucking heel known as Powerhouse Hobbs, Ren Jones was the unlucky first victim of a revitalized, refocused Powerhouse Hobbs, man. Holy shit, bro. You want to talk about annihilation. Powerhouse Hobbs, the young competitor, to dominant one-sided victory. I think we all can sit here and say that Powerhouse Hobbs' level is
30,000.
Pretty much. I mean, he destroyed Ren Jones. Seriously. After the match, absolute Ricky Starks hit the ring to a big ovation, only for his overzealousness to cost him as Hobbs laid him out once again. Both Hobbs and Stark scream money, and their impending feud and match is likely to create stars. I want to say star potential. That's one. Most likely to create star potential of both men. Excuse me. Give them the opportunity and the time, and they will put in the work to ensure AEW management has no choice but to position them as the company's long-term future. In a pre-tape promo, Darby Allin tattooed himself while talking to the House of Black, Brody King. The coffin drops on Brody King. If legit, Allin is clearly willing to go any lengths to get over a feud. So clearly, this is an indication that we are getting Darby Allin versus Brody King for Battle of the Belts 3. I might be right. I might not. I'm not sure. But that's what it's looking like. But to be fair, it was in response to King getting his own ink to promote the program, pretty much. So Hobbs picked up a victory over Jones. Hobbs just manhandling fools will never not be entertaining. Now, Starks not getting revenge on Hobbs was a better long-term storytelling choice. It definitely was. Miro cut a promo regarding his recent issues with House of Black, promising to reveal himself soon. Uh-oh. Is Miro going to join House of Black? Or is he going to turn? Which is it? Is he going to join or is he not? We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens next week. So we got Matt Hardy versus Kristen Cage. This rivalry was somehow brought back. I don't know how. But Matt Hardy called out Kristen Cage for his recent actions towards Jungle Boy. And Wednesday night, the future Hall of Famers and longtime rivals rekindled a feud that had spanned 20 years.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Cage controlled the action through the break, but the resilient Hardy fought back and had the vile villain. That's the word to use. That's the word I want to use right there. Vile villain, really. He spiraled him out on the table and tried to go for an elbow drop from the ring apron, only to crash and burn. charisma. That's what they call him. Everyone's favorite turtleneck wearing bad guy capitalized and scored the victory to infuriate the fans. He teased a con chair to Hardy only for Luchasaurus wearing, or actually only for Luchasaurus music to play instead of the big man. Jungle Boy attacked from nowhere, sending Cage running through the crowd into the locker room. So this Jungle Boy Christian Cage feud is seemingly continuing from watching Dynamite tonight. And you gotta admit, this feud between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage is also money. And the later is going to be an even bigger star than he already is. Now we're going to assume those resist the urge to put the heel over. Now, the match itself was solid, if unspectacular. Truth be told, and Hardy can probably have a good television match with their eyes closed if they want to, and one arm tied behind the back if they want to as well. That is by no means an invite or challenge to try. So Hardy is looking his age more and more every day, and while he still has it in constant matches like this, he probably should not be counted on to compete every week. So Cage suckered Hardy into an eye rake in an attempt to put him through the aforementioned table. After the break, Ethan Page cuts a scatting promo criticizing fans for not having his back and demand answers as to why he is not featured more prominently in AEW. Stokely Holloway offered him his card, teasing a business relationship between them. I think Ethan Page pairing up with manager Stokely will be good. Ethan Page being with Stokely is better than Ethan Page being with that fucking Lambert guy. That Lambert guy is just, I don't know, man. He's that pairing between Ethan Page and manager Lambert. You know, the guy that's manager of Ethan Page. That ain't getting it. It's not getting it. Anyhow, a backstage promo featuring Angelo Parker, Matt Menard. Oh God, the Fat Slob, Matt Menard, and Anna Jay ended with their latter choking out a security guard. Why do we need to see the Jericho Appreciation Society choking out a security guard? I can't even talk right. Why do we legitimately need to see Jericho Society choking out a security guard, man? I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand this. What is the meaning of choking out a security guard that did nothing wrong? Certain shit just doesn't make sense. Anyways, the Acclaimed and the Gunn Club wrote the last chapter in their rivalry Wednesday in a match made famous by the later duo's father, Billy Gunn, back in 1998, a dumpster match. Max Caster and Anthony Bowens attacked Austin and Colten Gunn prior to the bell, with the former with the former friends stopping to cut a rap after. The second generation team turned the tide during the break, taking control of the match. So we had Caster and Bowens fought back. They're fighting back and scoring the win when the former friends delivered the mic drop off the entrance tunnel through a table. Then joined his partner in tossing the heels in the dumpster. Ugh, that's disgusting, man. I don't want to imagine anybody getting thrown in a dumpster, man. That's just nasty. That's just nasty. Yeah. Woo, man. That is just nasty. Seriously, man. They sent the trash receptacle off the apron and crashed it to the floor. The Acclaimed is super over. And clearly the future of the tag team division. Caster's raps are some of the most over things on any show. That is true. I didn't believe it at first, but now I do. The raw energy Bowens brings to the act is undeniable. The best thing that could happen for them is that this rivalry finally appears to be over. Now, the match was a garbage brawl, most certainly delivered with solid effort from all involved, and the right outcome. But it is more than time to get the victors away from the Gun Club and onto something a little more competitive, I would say. I wouldn't say substantial, I'd say competitive. Give them real competition. Give them another tag team to feud with, in other words. Honestly, man, there are not too many heels in the AEW tag team division. Ooh. The Acclaim, they can feud the Acclaim with Private Party. We haven't seen an Acclaim Private Party feud yet. That would be a great feud. Acclaim feuding with Private Party, that would be a brilliant feud right there, man. I don't know, we'll see. We will fucking see, man. I think that should be the next feud going forward. Acclaim feuding with Private Party. An Acclaim Private Party feud going forward. That should be next, man. Legitimately. Because I don't think the Acclaim have anybody else in the tag division to feud with at this point. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to see the Acclaim feuding with Bear Country. Or they can start their feud with Ari Daivari and Slim. That would be a good feud. Or they could feud with the Wingman. I'm just throwing suggestions. An Acclaimed Factory feud would be great. I'm not even going to throw any more tag team names. We're just going to have to find out who the Acclaimed are going to be feuding with next. I think it would be better for them to feud with Private Party right now. Man, that would be one of the best feuds in the tag division. I'm going to say another one of the best feuds in the tag division. But we got Wheeler Yuta versus Chris Jericho, the main event of AEW Dynamite. I wish I could remember what episode this was. Oh well, maybe next time. Chris Jericho put his guaranteed AEW Interim World Championship opportunity on the line against Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta Wednesday night in the main event of Dynamite. Despite Aubrey Edwards tossing Angelo Parker and, that fat slob known as Matt Menard from ringside, and thus costing Jericho that advantage, which I think was complete bullshit. The former world champion still managed to control the action through the picture-in-picture commercial break. Wheeler fought from underneath and proceeded to catch the Wizard with 5 consecutive German suplexes for a near fall. 5. Yes, I said it, folks. I'm not kidding you. I'm not hacking you. I'm not spamming you. Literally, 5 consecutive German suplexes. Do you not know that that's a lot? Jeez Louise. Wheeler Yuta is a pure athlete. Seriously. Yuta survived, but both could not fight out of the Lion Tamur with Jericho's knee dug in the back of his head and had to tap out. When he refused to release the hold, AEW Interim World Champion Jon Moxley hit the ring, chasing Jericho away. Why do they have Moxley chasing Jericho away? I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. Ask Tony Khan and AEW Creative. This was a good, hard-fought match that properly showcased Yuta while giving Jericho the predictable victory. It was clear the longer the match went on that Yuta probably could have wrestled circles around Jericho at this point, but the artist formerly known as Lionheart did a good job of slowing him down and working a more mythical match. Which that happens to be true, ladies and gentlemen. If you actually watch it, he actually did all that. I mean, just in case you did watch AEW Dynamite. I don't know if you guys did or not. Now, I'll be honest. He didn't win the match fair and square without an abundance of cheating. Was a nice touch to put Jericho over as a real, I'd say, threat to beat Moxley for the title. But do not expect that to happen. Do not expect that to happen, everybody. At least the booking had been strong ahead of that championship bout. So Jericho tapped out Yuta in his finisher, with Parker and Menard accompanying the Wizards. Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio hit the ring in support of his Blackpool Combat Club teammate Yuta. Referee Aubrey Edwards tossed the former 2.0 guys, banging them from ringside and preventing any chanting on Jericho's behalf. I'm going to stretch the crap out of you, Jericho promised Moxley ahead of their championship clash next Wednesday. Well, folks, that is it. That is going to do it for your AEW Dynamite August the 3rd, 2022 review. If you guys enjoyed the review, hit the thumbs up, man. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. Probably already told you that already. My SmackDown Watch Along will be live this Friday night. And I will be streaming a brand new game this Saturday. Either Saturday afternoon or Saturday night. Not sure yet. I am streaming some games this weekend. So make sure you be in the live chat for those. And brand new content will be coming to the channel next week. And you know what I mean. So Anyhow, hit the thumbs up, man. Let's get those likes up in the chat here. And honestly, I really hope you guys have a good Thursday. I know I'm gonna have a good Thursday at work, working, getting this money. That's for darn sure. How many of you like to work and get money? You know for a fact that I do. But anyways, folks, that's gonna do it, man. If you haven't checked out the AEW Dark Watch Along, I recommend you checking it out now, because I showed you guys in that watch along, I showed you guys the AEW Fight Forever announcement teaser. That announcement teaser was fire, man. If that ain't a sign that AEW is releasing their game sooner rather than later, then we got a problem. The video game looks the absolute best. And it does remind the old school people, old school people, the people that were around back in the day. It reminds them all of the Mercy game that was for the Nintendo 64. I don't even think I was around that time when that game was out. But AEW Fight Forever may go down as one of the best professional wrestling games in the history of wrestling, in the history of wrestling gaming, in general, in the history of gaming, period. I wonder who the AEW developers are that developed this AEW Fight Forever video game. I mean, it's not Visual Concepts. I imagine it's THQ. Well, from what I heard, the THQ are the publishers of that AEW Fight Forever game. Who are the developers, though? That's my question. I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later. Because this month, AEW's got a video on it. They got some AEW Fight Forever gameplay that they're going to be showing on their AEW gaming channel. I don't know when that's going to be. It's probably going to be at the end of the month, on my guess. That's just me, I'm just guessing. But you know what? Hold on a second. I could have sworn when I showed you guys the AEW Fight Forever announcement teaser, it said when they were going to show more gameplay. Let me go back to the very end of my AEW Dark Watch Along real quick, guys. One second, guys. Fine, I'll go to the room over here. And to those of you that haven't got to see the AEW Fight Forever announcement teaser, I'm gonna show you guys the teaser, the announcement teaser one last time before I end the stream. I showed it on the AEW Dark Watch Along. I figured I'd show it on the AEW Dynamite review before I end the stream here, before I get out of here. Because I loved this AEW teaser. about this AEW announcement teaser, it got me so hyped, man. And I'm pretty sure it got all the AEW YouTube fans hyped too. Something about this teaser was just fire, man. I could never find, when I watched it, I could never find what it was. But I know it was fire. It was brilliant. And it looked absolutely awesome. Even the quality for this announcement teaser looked great. Alright, man. Here we go, guys. I'm going to show you guys the announcement teaser. It is 27 seconds. Just to remind you. It's the last time I'll be showing it. Here we go. Cut the music off for a second. Alright, guys. Here it is. The AEW Fight Forever announcement teaser.
Ladies and gentlemen, anything goes here tonight.
God, we got to do that one more time, man. I just love that teaser, man. God, look at the graphics. Look at the way the graphics look, man. Dude, I am so hyped for this game. I can't wait for this game to come out. You gotta admit, man, they're published by THQ. Look at that. How can anybody in the wrestling community not be hyped for this? Man. Oh, man. Gameplay showcase. Turns out the gameplay showcase will be August the 22nd. And I guess they're going to be streaming it live. Or maybe they're going to be uploading a video, some sort of video. I don't know. But, man. How can anybody in the wrestling community not be hyped for that? If you're not, man, you are missing out. You're going to be missing out. I'm telling you right now. Oh my goodness. And I can imagine this game having a full large roster. A roster that WWE could never come up with. A roster that AEW is going to have. That's going to stand out more than the WWE 2K roster. I can see talents like The Factory, known as QT Marshall, Anthony Ogogo, and Nick Camarano being in the game. The Acclaimed. Chris Statlander. We've seen the gameplay of Chris Statlander and Nyla Rose. We've seen the gameplay of Jungle Boy and Darby Allin. We've seen the gameplay screenshots of Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. We even seen the gameplay video of Yuka Sakazaki in the ring with Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose. This is unbelievable. Holy shit, man. You want to talk about awesome, man. Good grief. That is as brilliant, as great as it's going to get. Telling you now. When this game come out, I recommend you buying it. You know I'm buying it. I'm definitely going to be buying it and streaming it live on YouTube. Who knows? I'll probably have a gaming laptop by then. And I'll probably have OBS installed by then. Shoot. Man. And my modem will be activated by then as well. Well, it'll already be activated. Internet port will already be hooked to the back, PS4 and all that. Jeez Louise, man. Just wait till the end of the year comes. I got a lot planned for the end of the year. I got a lot planned for December, man. Going forward with the channel. A lot. A whole lot. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love this channel so much that you this content on the channel is going to prevent you from unsubscribing. That's how much you're going to love this channel, man. Seriously. That freaking announcement teaser, if that's not any indication that we're getting this game, man, I'm gonna explode. Might just blow myself up. Jeez Louise. That announcement teaser, man. That freaking graphics, the graphics is unbelievable. You got stars like CM Punk, Jay Cargill, Britt Baker on the fucking game cover. It is unbelievable. It's great. It really is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting out of here, man. Go smoke me another cigar. Probably come back in and eat some ice cream. Chillax and go to bed and relax some more and get ready to go to work. And then Friday, I'll be off. From Friday to Monday. So I'm going to be streaming some gaming content here on the channel this weekend. Not only am I going to be streaming WWE 2K22, but there are 2 other new games that I'm streaming this weekend. They're both the same, except there are a little bit of difference between them. And I'm gonna give you a guess right now. They're both from the PS2. One of my favorite pod racing games, man. You guys are gonna love it. I bet you guys can't wait to see what it is. I can't wait to show you what these 2 games are. And we're gonna be streaming on YouTube this weekend. I might even try to call AT&T to try to get them to activate my modem this Friday. I think that's what I'm trying to do. I got lots of content planned to be uploaded and streamed on the channel between the middle and the end of this year. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Hope to see you guys in the live chat for my Friday night SmackDown watch along. Oh, reminder. I will be streaming some WWE 2K20 either this Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon. One of those days. So, have on your notifications so you'll be notified on when I stream WWE 2K22 or when I go live with my SmackDown or Rampage review, which I don't know if I'm doing a SmackDown Rampage review or not. If you guys want to see me do a SmackDown Rampage review, let me know in the comments below and let me know in the live chat during my SmackDown watch along. Anyways, guys, see you later. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys in the live chat for SmackDown this Friday night. Peace and enjoy y'all's Thursday.